Hey, this is Grant Persett. Happy Easter. Well, he is risen. 1 Corinthians 15 is the resurrection chapter. Check it out. Paul says, if Christ is not raised from the dead, your faith's useless. The heart of the Christian message is the resurrection. Well, I figured it's Easter. This is the best time to really share. How do I share the gospel? One of my favorite ways is by asking two questions. The first question I ask people is, do you think heaven's a perfect place? And most people really don't argue with that. They say, sure, I think heaven's a perfect place. If you think heaven's a perfect place, my second question is, are you a perfect person? Because I definitely am not. So whatever is going on here, I can't go to heaven the way I am. I'm going to make it less than perfect. And to a degree, wouldn't we all? You can't just take humanity, put us in heaven, and expect everything to be great if we could get there anyway, right? So that kind of brings out with people the challenge that, wait a minute, if I'm not perfect, what has to change? And that's the message of the cross. That's the message that God took on a human nature as Jesus of Nazareth to die on the cross for our imperfection, call it moral corruption. The word for the Bible is sin. And now God imputes his righteousness, gives us his righteousness so that somehow, some way, we can go to heaven and be covered by his righteousness and be glorified in our nature. And that is the basic message. The basic message is we're separated from God. We need Christ. Christ is the bridge to be with God, a perfect God in a perfect heaven for all eternity. Well, I hope that helps you in your next conversation. Happy Easter. Again, the question I ask people is, do you think heaven's a perfect place? If they say yes, which they usually do, I say, are you a perfect person? And it automatically dawns on people that, wait, something's wrong here. How do we bridge that gap? How do we get to heaven? And the answer is Christ. All of Christianity boils down to one 3-word question. Is he risen? He is. Happy Easter.